Hello, everyone. I must say I am very nervous, so please, well, thank you, Ambassador Waltz, for this invitation. It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated on social media. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for, the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in any room. Music has taken me around the globe. I have seen how people, no matter...
I didn't mean to interrupt, but notice how her facial expression changed immediately when she stopped looking at the speech and just spoke from the heart. And that's something that someone like Cardi B couldn't do when she was endorsing Kamala Harris, where the teleprompter that had her written speech that wasn't even written by her, but probably by someone from her PR team, and she read it from her phone. It just sounded fake. But with Nicki, she genuinely, regardless of your politics, whatever your beliefs are, she is grateful that Trump is doing something to at least acknowledge the massacre that's going on, the killings that are going on in Nigeria. And I couldn't be more proud to see Nicki, because again, regardless of how you feel about Trump, he is our president. And she's someone that understands that just saying anything about Trump that could be a compliment is something that can lead to people, just because people are low IQ, not being friends with you, disconnecting from you from their friend group or whatever the case is, ending relationships, friendships, businesses, all these things. So again, shout out to Nicki Minaj. I know that like I'd be giving her like some stuff, but she looks beautiful right now. She looks professional. She's dressed well, and it's funny because she could perform. Like the thing about Nicki is that she's not a interview person per se. Like she's done little interviews here and there, but this is something that is outside of her comfort zone. But some of you are like, "But Anthony, what do you mean? She performs in front of crowds and all this stuff." That's, you ever notice that like people like SZA, right, who suffer from anxiety, still um put their performance out there, and it's like they are in a different atmosphere, they're a different form. And Nicki's no exception. I could tell there's a lot of artists that are just not socially awkward, but they suffer from anxiety, and that character they have to put on when they're doing the performances is different from the actual person. This is her being her authentic self. So, and I did a video talking about Nicki's, message to Trump. So, just want to keep up to date with this, and I hope that this leads to her doing more things. And looks good on her. I appreciate that she's putting her voice out there, using her right to freedom of speech, and allowing her platform, her status as a celebrity to try to bring awareness to actual important things. Because most of these celebrities stay quiet. They, talk about diversity, all this and that, but they never talk about actual important things going on in the world. So again, shout out to Nicki. I mean, yes, there are a few exceptions when people talk about like hurricanes going on in Puerto Rico, shootings that happen in the United States, obviously, but no one in Hollywood is talking about the things going on in Sudan. No one's really talking about the things going on in Venezuela. No one's really talking about, again, the massacre and the killings going on in Nigeria, Israel, Gaza, you name it. No, or even the things like the cost of living and things like that. They don't talk about it. They don't do anything about it. They're very selfish. So again, shout out to Nicki.
That shouldn't make one person feel less safe.
And I love that point too. Like everyone, that's high IQ. Everyone's opinions are going to be different. You can't have that expectation that everyone's going to have the same beliefs, ideals, and opinion as you, because like everyone has their own perspective. Everyone has their own history. There's a lot of relationships that I've been in ended because our beliefs were different, and I'm someone that like I don't think that that's the end all be all, but most of them took it personal, and they know about my support of Trump and advocating for his policies to come into light, because the world was so messed up during the Biden administration. So again, let's continue. Sorry.
Than anyone in any room. Music has taken me around the globe. I have seen how people, no matter their language, culture, or religion, come alive when they hear a song that touches their soul. Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are, where we live, and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear, protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today, and I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe, to worship, and to live in peace.
What's that noise?
Barbs, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much. You have been the ultimate light in my life and career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again that this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that. For the rest of my life, I will care if anyone, anywhere, is being persecuted for their beliefs. Thank you.
Great speech. Beautiful speech. Was that my ex that was doing that? I guess that was the audio from the. Maybe this was a screen recording or some type of footage. But regardless, yeah, great speech by Nicki. Again, this is very brave of her to do this. Excuse me, because again, this is a time where everyone's against Trump. I was gonna do a video, but I figured that you guys are already aware about the House of Representatives voting for the release of the Epstein files. I'm just like, I'll believe it when I see it in that when it comes to that. So again, great speech by Nicki, and please, I just pray for Nicki, pray for everyone in Nigeria, all around the world too, who are being persecuted and just completely shut. I don't think anyone should be shut down and persecuted for their beliefs and their ideals. It's a dangerous rhetoric. And I pray for all these people. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be doing a reaction to the Myron Gaines and Candace Owens interview. I can't wait to watch and react and see what two of my like top 10 favorite podcasters in the world talking to each other. So this is going to be fun to watch.